I'm getting embarrassed now talking to your grandmother. I keep seeing her in a teddy back in the day.
Yes, that's all she wore. And
What? How do you know about your grandmother's lingerie? Why am I seeing your grandmother's lingerie? First of all, did your mom pass here in this world?
Not my mother, my grandmother, who I called Mama Ann.
Do you know if she had an issue with her blood, if there was some type of a blood-related issue?
She did. She would lose blood, and she'd have to get these, like they would give her transfusions.
She's showing me. She just showed me all vials of blood in front of me and telling me there was a problem with my blood. There was a problem with my blood. And she was telling me that she was like bleeding out and nobody knew where it was coming from.
Yes, God, I have chills. And today's her birthday.
That's crazy. Her soul's here. She's right behind you when I'm connecting with her. And she says to me, Matt, you have to let her know I'm fine now. I'm fine now. It's really sad because for years, this woman suffered and nobody knew what was wrong with her. Like nobody knew what was happening. But I can tell you now from the afterlife that whatever was happening, she was losing blood in her abdomen because I see that when I'm connecting with her.
It would swell up. And
she shows me. She shows me all right here. I felt my stomach go like this, and she shows me that it was all in this area. And she kept saying to me, I was in so much pain. I was in so much pain. So know that she's okay when I'm connecting with her. It's actually funny. She's got the best personality because she says to me, Matt, let her know I don't want her to think of me like this. I don't want her to think of me like this. I want her to think of me of my younger self, she shows me. And she says to me, she goes, Matt, she goes, you should have saw me. She said to me, don't look at me before I died. She tells me back when she was younger, she was a knockout here in this world.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I don't want to say, oh my God, she's making me say things I don't want to say. Your grandmother is showing me that she was a little bit of promiscuous back in the day when I'm connecting with her. Like she showed me outfits that she used to wear. Okay.
Yes.
And she showed me like photographs, her being photographed in certain outlets. It almost looks like I don't, not almost looks like, I know what I'm saying. I just don't want to say it. She used to, oh boy. I'm getting embarrassed now talking to your grandmother. I keep seeing her in a teddy back in the day.
Yes, that's all she wore. And she was.
What? How do you know about your grandmother's lingerie? Why am I seeing your grandmother's lingerie?
She had a blue one that I have in pictures where she was kind of partying.
She was like a Playboy bunny back in the day. Like she's showing me like her in these skimpy outfits and she's like, don't look at me dying now. Look at me here. And she was hot. I see her because she showed me pictures of her on the beach, like posing. And she's like got the bathing suits. I'm like, she shows me like she was like a model back in the day.
She loved herself.
Believe me, I know. This woman, she wasn't, like I said, the pictures she's showing me, I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know if this is legal to see what I'm seeing. I've never seen that before with a mediumship reading.
Oh my gosh.
But she says to me, Matt, she says, I was proud of these pictures from way back when, she says to me. Yeah. And she says, I had a lot of fun, but she goes, I loved my husband so much, she tells me. So know that one of the things is that for her coming through, she says to me, Matt, I want her to know that when she was dying, when she was leaving this world, don't think of this as being a sad day. She says, my body was shutting down on me. She says, I knew I didn't have long. She says, but I already lived my life. She goes, I had so many moments that I was proud of, so many moments from my life that I did it all, she tells me. Because your grandmother's going like this. She's like trying to reassure me. She goes, Matt, she goes, I went traveling. I went to different places. She said to me, she goes, I went to visit all my friends. She goes, and she tells me that she lost everybody all at once. Like all her friends was passing. So she says to me, that what she wants you to know on the other side is that she is okay. She is not alone and that she is with you in spirit.
Oh, that's wonderful.
When I'm speaking to her, she wants to thank you for going out of your way to come and see her before she died.
Oh, she got COVID and I went before she died, and you know, it was really hard because you couldn't touch anybody. You had to put on these outfits.
But it doesn't matter. She says to me, I know you were there. I know you were there. And she's bringing that through. So when you were there and with her, when you spent time with her, it's her way of bringing that through from the other side and letting you know in spirit that she is completely fine. That she's with you every day. And more importantly, it's her way of letting you know that in heaven, she says, Matt, she goes, luckily, she goes, I get to be back the way that I was beforehand. She goes, I get to be the best version of myself. And she wants to let you know that she is always and forever watching over you in spirit. She also tells me you changed your hair, by the way.
She talked about my hair a lot.
She's telling me now, she goes, I like it better the other way. What the hell did you do with your hair?
I probably cut it or something.
She's telling me, she goes, Matt, that doesn't look like my granddaughter. Tell us. She goes, she goes, you need to tell us. She goes, I like to bend the other way. And she's laughing in spirit, letting you know
yeah,
that she's okay.
Oh,
She is with you, and she is by your side.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
You're very welcome.